Hi, today we will talk about a most powerful and famous code editor nowadays that is called Visual Studio Code Editor. I have already installed Visual Studio Code Editor in my laptop, but if you have not installed this in your laptop or computer, we can download it freely from Visual Studio Code Editor website. We just have to go to our browser and type here download VS Code or Visual Studio Code. Here is the link from which we can download VS Code free of cost. Multiple versions of Visual Studio Code Editor are available here. We can see here we can install it for the Windows, Linux, Unix, and it is also available for the Mac operating system. Okay, so let's start. If you have not installed in your computer, you are using Windows, you can download it from here. Okay, for the time being I am closing this one and going to open Visual Studio Code Editor. Today we will learn about what is IDE, what is the interface of Visual Studio Code Editor. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. IDE is the tool or can say software that provide multiple features such as code writing, code debugging, and code compilation, error finding, and also some advanced features such as preview or view or making an executable files. This is called IDE, Integrated Combined Development Environment. Interface, it is a common word that means this provides us visuals for interaction for the coding or development. We will also talk about tools, which tools are available in VS Code. The most important of today's session is Visual Studio Code extensions and source control. Which extensions are available? A number of extensions are available in VS Code that can be helpful or fasten our development, and also it provides extraordinary feature that is called source control. We have already multiple sessions on this source control, or it is also called version control, that is frequently used in today computing, that is also called work group computing, in which multiple pupils can work together on a single source or project. Okay, so let's start from IDE interface. What is IDE interface? This is the Visual Studio Code Editor. What is meant by IDE interface? Here we can see that this is the menu bar of VS Code. This is the quick launch of the VS Code that provide multiple features to explore the project, explore the version control, explore the extensions, or install new extension. This is the file or folder explorer, in which we can see here these are the files, and here it is indicating the folder that have some kind of drop down arrow, and this is the file opening tabs. Multiple tabs or multiple files can be opened at the same time. Here is the section that is also much more important and much more helpful in the entire web development process. This is called preview or live preview. Why this is occurring here? Because I have already installed the HTML preview extension in this VS Code. There is the setting, a lot of number of settings that we'll discuss later on are available here, and another important aspect of this IDE or feature is called its terminal or debugger or output panel. This is the output panel or terminal panel from which we can execute multiple type of commands such as JavaScript command, CMD command prompt commands, and Git command from here. Okay, after discussing the IDE, we will discuss IDE tools that are much more powerful tools. IDE tools, here are some IDE tools that is called PowerShell. If I am going to close this one by clicking here, I am going to close this one. Okay, this is closed. How we can open it again? Control or IDE tools can be opened quickly by using Control, Shift and tilde sign, or we can also open this by clicking on terminal menu. I am going to zoom it the process, clicking on terminal menu, and after this one clicking on the terminal option. This one will be opened here. Here are the three important options. First one is called terminal, second one is the debug console, and third one is the output. We can use JavaScript or commands in the debug control, and we can also use terminal for the CMD commands. Here is the drop down option from which we can avail multiple options such as clear terminal, run administrative, PowerShell, etc. Here we can also include multiple PowerShell interfaces that will be help us to execute multiple commands simultaneously. Here we can zoom the entire window to run the command, such as I can say that date. This is executing correctly the CMD commands. We can also see that CLS or debug console is also for the debugging of the JavaScript. Okay, here we can also add other tools such as PowerShells and consoles or JavaScript editors. We have to move to the bottom and click on plus icon. It will add the JavaScript editor. Here we can also select Git bash, PowerShell, command prompt, JavaScript debug terminal, etc. We click on Git bash. Here is we can see Git bash is opened. We can type command here, git command, etc. On clicking this one, small vector downward arrow, we can change it to PowerShell. Okay, let's move to the next topic, that is called git command, PowerShell and git bash is available in the terminal. We will talk about quickly to the Visual Studio Code extension. These code extensions are easily available here. We can click on we have to click on the extension button that is available in the Visual Studio Code. Click on this. It will also display the already installed extension and also provide some new extension. If we scroll down here, we can clearly see, we can scroll down here to get the new extension that are recommended for us, and it is also displaying the installed extension. I have installed two extensions, debug for Firefox and HTML live preview. We can search here some famous extension or important extension that will be much more helpful for us are written here. You can see, you can use, you can download, you can install these extension to your VS Code for fasten your coding and saving your development time. That are the HTML preview, code spell checker, git lens. We will quickly search these extension here. Type here git lens. Here is the git lens, git extensions, and we can also type here live server. We can see here the live server extension is available here. Just we have to click on install button. The extension will be installed in our VS Code. We have to click on this small button that is called install to install the particular extension in our VS Code. The last one topic is the VS source code. How we can access VS source code by clicking on this button that is called source control. Here is the button. We can clearly read source control shift plus G. This option will be also available. Click on initialize repository. We can also create a new repository here, or we can quickly navigate to the small button by clicking this small button and clicking on the git bash. The git bash terminal will be opened here. These are the new tabs available here. We have to open. This is the git new bash. We can also type here the command git init. The initialized repository will be created here. I would like to clear you, this is the initialized repository that is already created the folder in HTML. These are the changes that are required to push on the remote directory or git version control. These 4 files are uncommitted so that it will track our entire changes. We can check here git status. This is tracking here that these 4 files are required to commit or push on the live server. So thanks for watching. This was a quick and complete overview of Visual Studio Code Editor for better development and fasten your code. Thanks for watching. Keep in touch and subscribe our channel.